WSIU football coach Nick Hill talking about what happened Saturday.
And the swimming and diving team picks up where they left off this season. Here's Jeremy Sneed.
Thanks, guys. The women's golf team is in action today at the MVC preview, and the Major League Baseball playoff schedule has been announced. All that and more in 90 seconds. The Northern Iowa Panthers gave SIU head coach Nick Hill a loss in his first conference matchup of the season on Saturday. The Dogs were trailing 14-0 after the first quarter, but were able to score 2 touchdowns in the second. A 16-yard punt from SIU gave UNI a short field, which led to a score. The Panthers also scored off a 43-yard pick six at the end of the half to take a 35-14 lead into halftime and eventually won 42-21. Hill said that another factor in the loss was penalties on special teams. The Dogs will play South Dakota State this Saturday at home. The Dogs will have another tough matchup on defense as the Jackrabbits have a lot of weapons on the offensive side of the ball. The SIU men's golf team edged host school Iowa this weekend at the Golf Week Conference Challenge in Burlington, Iowa. The Salukis took 6th out of a strong 12-team field, topping Iowa by just 1 stroke. 7 schools at the tournament made an NCAA regional last season. The Dogs fired their best round on day 2 of the tournament, shooting a 6 under par. Sophomore Peyton Wilhoit finished tied for 8th place out of 60 golfers, his 5th top 10 finish in his career. The Salukis are back on the road this weekend when they head to Louisiana for the LSU Intercollegiate. The Saluki women's golf team was in action today in Cape Girardeau for the MVC preview. SIU got off to a slow start but is currently tied for 6th place at 21 over par. The current leader is Murray State, who is 1 over par, while the Salukis are 21 over par. The second round of the MVC preview will take place tomorrow. The SIU men's and women's diving teams were back to their winning ways this weekend. The Salukis were in Evansville on Saturday to play the Purple Aces. The men were victorious with a full score of 190-118, while the ladies won 188-142. The men won 11 out of 15 races and 7 out of 8 events. The women's team would end up winning 5 out of 8 events, and the Salukis will return to action on Saturday, October 8th for the MVC Shootout. The Missouri Valley Conference has secured a 27-game men's basketball package on Fox Sports Midwest and Comcast Sportsnet Chicago for the 2016-2017 season. MVC Associate Commissioner Jack Watkins said, and I quote, "The Missouri Valley Conference will receive enhanced exposure in the nation's 3rd largest media market," end quote. The package is highlighted with 8 Wednesday doubleheaders. The 2017 MVC tournament in St. Louis will feature 9 telecasts, and the championship game will air on CBS for the 12th consecutive year. The 2016 MLB regular season has come to a close, which means it's time for the playoffs. The wild card round will open the postseason with games tomorrow and Wednesday. For the American League, the Baltimore Orioles will travel north of the border to face the Toronto Blue Jays tomorrow night. On Wednesday, the National League will feature the San Francisco Giants taking on the New York Mets. The St. Louis Cardinals were eliminated from the playoffs for the first time since 2010 after finishing 1 game behind the Giants and Mets for the final wild card spot.